If you've ever said, I wish I could start running, but I'm too old, or I'm afraid I'll get hurt, I hear you. I used to say exact same words. Same thing. But you know what? I didn't grow up a runner. I didn't have some lifelong dream to do marathons. Back in 2013, I signed up for a run, and that was for a cause. That was deeply personal for me. It was for the armed forces. And, my husband is a proud Marine Corps veteran, and that race was for the military families. I did not even know what I was doing. I just wanted to show up and honor something bigger than myself. At that moment, that first race changed everything. I wasn't chasing medals or pace, I was chasing purpose. Now, let me tell you how it all started for me. That race I ran wasn't fast at all. It wasn't easy either, but I remember crossing the finish line and thinking, I just did something I never thought I could. After that, I started signing up for local 5Ks, 10Ks, whenever I could. Not to compete, but to test my strength and support causes I care about. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I ran 5Ks for the longest time because I was so scared to go longer than 5K. Now, running became something sacred. It wasn't about weight loss, it was about feeling alive. I was so happy every time I ran. And it reminded me that I was capable and that age was not going to define what I could or could not do. Now, I did not start with running. One big reason I did not get injured early on was I didn't just dive into running right away. I started smarter with walking. And not just walking, but intentional walking. I'll give you a pointer here. Here's what I did. I walked about 3 to 4 times a week on trails, dirt paths, paved paths, and slight hills. And then I focused on the time on my feet and not the speed or mileage. I used it to build endurance and strengthen my ankles, my hips, and simply enjoy being outside. I didn't move on running up a hill. I only did that until walking felt strong and natural. To tell you the truth, my first run was a walk run, and that's okay. And I want to be really perfectly honest, especially to the beginners. My first run wasn't even a full run, it was a walk jog. I did 30 seconds of slow jogging, 2 minutes of walking, and repeated that, for a few minutes. Now it feels like I have accomplished something. Now, every week, I gently added more running to my training. No, 45 minutes here and there, 45 minutes run, 90 seconds walk, 1 minute run, 1 minute walk, until I eventually ran a full mile without stopping and didn't feel broken after. Sometimes you go fast and then you feel hurt, you feel injured, you feel tired, sore. No, here's my secret. Respect your body's pace. Slow progress is still progress. Injury prevention was not luck, it was intentional for me. Here are the things I did to avoid injury. These are the things I focused on. 5 things. Number one, strength training. It was so important. The core, my glutes, hips, and ankles. Number two, mobility work, stretching, balance drills, resistance band work. Number three, proper warm ups, before workouts. Dynamic warm-up walks, lunges, hip openers before every run. Number 4, good shoes. I didn't get properly fitted for shoes, but as I ran on a regular basis, I learned what I needed and how I needed to protect my feet and didn't skip on support. Number 5, listening to my body. If something felt off, I rested. No ego, no shame. Now, rest is not weakness, it's part of becoming a smarter, stronger runner. You know, running in our 50s is different, but better. Running in the 50s isn't like running in your 20s anymore. And honestly, that's a good thing because you become more aware of your limits. You're more grateful for every step and more intentional about why you run. I stopped chasing times and started running for peace, strength, and mental clarity. Some days I jog 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Some days I walk and I love it. Some days I rest and just stretch. And I've learned to honor each of those days equally. Now, I'm going to give you some beginner tips if you're just getting started, and you're going to love this. If you're over 45 and thinking of trying to run, here's what I'd recommend. Walk 3 to 4 times a week for 20 to 30 minutes. Start with that. Then introduce run intervals slowly. 30 to 60 seconds max to start. And then focus on how you feel, not your pace. Then strength train at least twice a week, even with just body weight. Now, this last one is very important. Fuel your body, stretch often, and do not ignore rest days. Now, most importantly, run your own race, whatever that looks like for you. Starting to run late in life can be one of the most empowering decisions you'll ever make. It's not about catching up, it's about showing up. If this story encouraged you, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might be holding back because of fear or age. And also, please feel free to comment below. And I'm going to ask you this: are you thinking of running for the first time? Or are you already on the journey? I'd love to support you in it.